Quello, dear Quens and Quenemies, dear Quenemies, especially you, especially your, and especially your, particularly your. That's a Swedish way of saying yes. Your. We say the Germans say ja, the Danish say yeah, and the Swedish go the other way from ja to yeah. No, from ja to yaw, and they spell it without the H. The Germans use ja, I believe. I don't know exactly precisely. They do. What I wanted to talk about now, what I wanted to talk, I don't want to talk to anything, is one of the American things that are simply better than the rest of the world. Now see, if a European musician is supposed to describe a composition, they would say, well, happens to be in C. No, it doesn't. So it's in G. This is in G, but never mind that. But in Europe, you say G minor, no, G major, you'd say A minor, you say B minor, you'd say B flat diminished, you'd say G major, A minor, B major, and then B flat minor, diminished. And then you'd say something like A minor, and then you'd say something like E. But in the American system, you just say, okay, this is in A, right? No, this is in G. This is in G. G, we go G, right? And they go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 flat diminished, but that's understood. So you just say 3 flat, and then you say 2, and then you from 2 down to what is it now? 6, and 2, and 3, and 5, and 1. And the thing is that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the chords in this scale, G minor, major, are these. First one is major, G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D, flat 7, and then E major, E minor, and then the diminished. So, this song I have in mind is, well, I think it's called I Get Along Without You Very Well, which is really quite the title for a song, isn't it? I get along without you very well, of course I do, except when soft rain falls and drifts from leaves, then I recall the thrill of being sheltered in your arms. Of course I do, but I get along without you very well. What a guy, what a fool am I to think my breaking heart would kid the moon. What's in store? Should I call once more? No, I guess it's best I stick to my tune. I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except perhaps in spring. But I should never think of spring, for that would surely break my heart in two. But then, when you break it down, it's like G major is A. I told you about that. But this system, 1, 2, 3, 3 flat dim, 2, 6, 2, 5, 2, 5, 1, 3 flat, 2, 6, 2, 5, 1. And the thing is, what you need to know is from 1 to 4 is a very important step. There's this thing called the quint circle. I don't know if that's what you call it in English, but it's the circle of, oh yeah, that's the name in English, the circle of fifths. Circle of, sorry, one moment please. The circle of fifths. Anyway, so instead of saying G major, A minor, B flat diminished, A minor, and so forth, you just say 1, 2, 3, 3 flat, 2. And then you have to know that there are 7 notes in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 8 is the same as 1, except with the double frequency, which is why they sound so alike. Same, but this one has got the same frequency as this, multiplied by 1.5 approximately, because if you do it precisely, you'll wind up twisting the piano into what we had before, the well-tempered piano, which is das wohltemperierte Klavier. Bach was so enchanted by this invention that he composed a piece of music called das wohltemperierte Klavier, because it uses all the This is not what I'm talking about. This is just a use, the same kind of use. You could not do that in the old days because it was tuned for the C, but it was tuned in natural tones, and there's mathematics in that, you know. From here, this doubles the frequency, right? This multiplies the frequency by 1.5. And any mathematician will tell you that multiplying by 2 and 4 and 8 and 16 will never get you to the same place as multiplying by 1.5 and then go. Now I'm going down because this is going to spread up. So I go down here and get the fifth up, and I'll go down again, and then a fifth up. I go down, and a fifth up. And now we're close to end. One more fifth quint, what? And we're back at C. But you know, 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25. So you'll end up with decimals. And 1 times 2 and times 4 and 8 will never have a decimal. So that's the problem of the well-tempered piano. Clavier. And the jazz music was based on this. Everything was based on the well-tempered piano, now today called equal tone, indicating that all the notes are equally spread out between the 2 octaves. Just like this cable is equally irritating me completely at all times because it's twisted like me. Anyway, so mathematically those things don't add up. Anyway, so they invented that well-tempered piano, and after that they found out that when you have that you go from that's up from there, that's up from there, that's up from there, and that's up from there. Actually one, not a fifth, but a fourth, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 again, and oh, sorry, sideline, camera 2. Damn, doesn't work. To this one, when you stay in C, you have this called the dominant chord. Sorry, this is some liquid. This is kind of, you know, what they call a cadence. It's like when you go out and then a little bit up, you'll be going home. I can't explain it. Many people have explained this in so many words that, you know, BS all over the planet. So they say that major is hard and minor is soft. I could say the opposite as well. You know, this should be soft and this should be hard. But this is sounding soft. It depends on how you play, what you put into it. So the math is there, but it's all open in all directions to interpretation. So that now that clarifies that art is a matter of opinion. Music is a matter of mathematics, right? Let's move on. So, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then you can go from 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1. So, la 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 la, la la la, da 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 da. Now I move on to this. When you go up, there's a parallel accord to this one, which is there. If you can't hear this, you're not interested already. So this is the parallel. It's a minor, but it has the same scale as this one. Same with the tonic, the tone, the note, the tune you're playing in, the note you're playing in, the tonic, the tone you're playing in. This one has also a parallel accord, which is this one. Stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis Blues again. Bob Dylan, Memphis Blues again. Stuck inside, I don't know. So these parallel accords, or accords, sorry, I'm a European. These parallel chords are very important because they have the same function. Like this has function of sort of, I mean, we start out here. How do you feel about this? What is going on there is I'm using parallel chords, but it's all based on this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. La 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 la, la 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 la, bum ba da bum ba dum bum. Well, thing is, this system, this understanding these things. Google what's it called, the circle of fifths. Understanding this is important, but it's also the thing that makes it, unnecessary to know what key you're playing in and what's the name of the chord. Is it an F major 7 or is it an F sharp minor 7? Oh my God! All these, it's like the titles of professors and stuff like that. Who needs? It's a 1. It's a 4. It's a 5. It's a 6. It's a 2. It could be a 2, but it now happens to be. And if you're a musician, you'll know, or you'll feel it, or you'll discover that other people have different feelings about that. Da, 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 da. you could say, da, 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 da. Better turn this up. Da, 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 da. Or the minor, da, 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 da. The major, da, da, da. They do the same thing, so you can have a disagreement over that, whether you want this or the other, but it's all based on 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, 5, 1, which is the reason it's called the circle of fifths. I would have called it the circle of fourths, because we always start in 1, on 1, and then we go up, or we go to the up, but the parallel chord, up, but the parallel chord. So you can go, right? Or you can go, right? That's going from 1 to 4 to 5. La, da, 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 da. So all songs are based on that, in Europe anyway. Well, in the Western world actually. This one goes like C major, 1, but it goes to the 6th, because the 6th is the parallel chord. And it goes to the number 2, which is the parallel chord of number 4. Because from 8 down to 6 is the same as from 4 down to 2. And 2 goes to 5, like 5 goes to 1. Right, something like that. That's the theory behind it. So the Americans use numbers instead of what are all these syllables for? You know, just 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, 4, 1. Thank you very much, and I hope this was not too painful for you. Wasn't too painful for me. I can probably survive. I had hopes that I would when I started out, and I don't think I'm going to change my mind about that. You know, keeping a positive attitude sometimes helps. Boy, the English language is a bugger. A bugger. I mean, what about the 9 ways of pronouncing O-U-G-H? Like cuff, ought, rough. Oh my God. It goes on and on. Check it out. Thank you very much. And thank you